If you like this audio, please consider leaving a comment, even if it's just an emoji, to help grow the channel. Thanks. This audio continues from the previous audio called More to Love. If you haven't listened to that one yet, do so first. The link is below. This audio features the talent of voice artist Ramble King. His details are in the description below. Check him out. And let's set the scene. Your boyfriend, Alex, asked his best friend, Keith, over to join you guys for a movie night. Alex had to step out for a few minutes, and during your solo conversation with Keith, he couldn't stop himself from spilling his guts that he's crazy about you. Alex walked in just as Keith was unable to contain himself anymore. And to his credit, Alex rapidly pieced together your earlier conversation about potentially adding a third. And, after checking with you, asked Keith if he'd like to also date you. And now Keith is very confused. I get that this isn't typical. Take a seat, and here's your beer.
Did you guys spike my drink or something?
Dude. All right, you want to fill him in, honey? That's a little mean of you to make me explain this, but I'll try. Okay. So, Keith, her dating history is a little more colorful than what you or our friends know. She hasn't talked about it before because, while we don't think it's a big deal, some folks could not understand or react weird. And while our friends are decent people, you never know who's secretly got a closed mind or would blab stuff around. And there wasn't a reason to stir the pot when it's in the past, you know?
Ah, she's into animals. Got it.
Yeah, usually rodents. But chinchillas, oh man, I share that one. Oof. No, I'll just say it plainly, okay? She dated 2 guys at once, and she loved the experience. And if I remember correctly, honey, it didn't even end badly, right? One moved away for work, and the other had to help out with family stuff a lot of the time and just felt it unfair to pull you into his mess. Am I doing all right here, honey? Man, look at me being a good, attentive boyfriend.
So, you were all dating each other?
No, the 2 guys had separate relationships with her. They weren't into each other. You should explain this part, babe.
So, you loved each guy for who they were. Well, wait a second. Are you guys asking me to be the third?
Yeah, like if you want to try dating her. As in, go on a first date and try to build a relationship as though she's any other girl who just happens to be the most awesome person on the planet. Hey, watch those elbows. I'm just telling it like it is here, baby.
How does that actually work? It almost feels like competitive.
I know what you mean, but no. That's a lot of typical societally conditioned monogamous mindset stuff going on. Like, loving people is very natural. And jealousy certainly is a thing, but so are trust and understanding.
Ah.
And while this is the perfect time to give you some shit, I know you're not a jerk. So if the feelings don't materialize for both of you, then you just keep being my bud who spends a lot of time with us because we both like that. And if it does work out, then we both date her.
So when you say both date, is that like we take her each on dates, or we both date her together, or this is a wild conversation I'm having right now. You're sure I'm not spiked? So both, but hopefully more together eventually?
Yeah, like we both have our own relationship with her, but we also make it a point to hang out together a lot. And I guess we should talk about intimate stuff too. The expectation is that, assuming you develop the relationship with her to that point, we'd both do the things that any other couples do with her, whenever. No weirdness about it. So, for instance, we're hanging out here watching a movie like tonight, except you're on the couch with us instead of being Loner McLeod on the side chair. And if either couple feels like making out, they go for it. And the other guy just smiles knowing she's having a good time and that he could do the same.
I mean, I guess some PDA with a girlfriend in front of a friend isn't too weird.
Yes, exactly. And on the topic of intimate time, you should probably talk about that, babe.
So, in addition to each couple being intimate by themselves, you'd want us to both, having
a little trouble there, stud? Yes, that'd mean we both hook up with her at the same time and make sure she really enjoys herself. We just let her get lost in both of us. And that goes both ways. She would make sure she takes care of us too.
Wow.
Look, that's a ways down the road, assuming you guys hit it off. Consider this like the fine print on a dating profile about what a person wants long term. Does that make sense?
Yes? No. Yes? Questions? Yeah, I should think I have some questions, some of the kind of normal stuff like, am I awake? Is this a parallel universe? Is there life on Mars? The kind of normal stuff. And all. This is just a culture shock. I'm just trying to take this all in. I mean, look, dear, I really, really like you. And I mean, you had me so wrapped up, I couldn't stop myself from blurting out something I thought would make me lose my best friend, and that has to count for something in my considerations. It's a lot to take in.
And, dude, I want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from here, okay? If you're not down for this kind of relationship, whether it's because it just doesn't feel right, or you're worried about what other people think, or, whatever, there's nothing lost between us, okay? I won't think less of you. I won't be mad at you for having those feelings for her. I'd understand if you want to hang out with us together less and just do stupid shit with the two of us like we used to. Don't worry about that at all, okay? And I hope this doesn't affect what you think of me.
I'm just surprised you'd go to this length to try and get me to leave for the night, douchebag.
Oh, I could do way more, numbnuts. Plan B was the clown fetish. You don't even want to know about Plan J. I know I'm not getting rid of you till the end, brah, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
No alone time will be necessary.
Well, you want to mull on that, dude, and let her know?
Yeah, just let me think about this for a bit, okay?
Oh no, you must make this important decision in the arbitrary time frame of midnight tonight. This offer expires tonight. Act now to take advantage of this special event.
Oh great, high pressure salesman, my favorite.
Come on, bring it in.
I'll call you soon, alright? Well, hearing your interest in this strange date and kissing me on the cheek is much better than I thought this was gonna go, blabbing all this stuff out, so I guess I'm relieved.
No accounting for taste.
Oh, I'll say.
All right. Have a good night, dude.
You too, and I'll talk to you soon, Snuggle Muffin. God, this is so weird.
Well, good movie tonight, huh? It was a lot for me to wrap my head around in a short period, considering we just talked about it before he got here, but I'm feeling good. I think it can work out if he's up for it, if you guys click and all. Yeah, I think you could too. I admit, I'm kind of psyched about it. Yeah, like, how many people have a great relationship with a partner that their best friend gets to experience firsthand? It feels, I don't know, honest? Something like that. And further, I admit I am also intrigued by the idea of watching your face as your senses are just overwhelmed. Oh, I'm sure between the three of us we could come up with interesting things for you. Although, I have it on good authority that we do very well for ourselves, too. Ah, shit, I hope it's not my mom again. Oh, it's Keith. Walter's Meth Lab, how can I help you?
Hey man, so I've been running through all this in my head, and it's so much to process. I'm still not really sure exactly how I feel about this. And I know I just left a few minutes ago, but well, I think understanding the potential of our relationship is going to be important to me reaching a conclusion, so I think going that date is probably a good idea. So what I'm saying is, if you're sure this whole thing wouldn't come between us, I mean, she's great, and she can probably make it work for both you and me.
Yeah, she is, and I agree.
Alright, I didn't think this was in the cards tonight, but can you pass the phone to her?
Sure. This sounds positive.
Hey there, little lady. I know I haven't seen you in so long, but wanna go to dinner on Friday? Cool. 7 good for you? Awesome. Okay, if you have any new spots you've been waiting to try, let me know. Otherwise, I'll take us somewhere with great beer. So, be warned. Okay, cool. See you then, if I'm not sooner. Okay, night.
I heard. Congrats, you pulled a good one. Aw, babe. So, does that mean you're now all full of upcoming first date nervous energy? Well, we better work that off. This story will soon be continued over on Ramble's channel. Be sure to subscribe to both of us so you can catch the next episodes wherever they land.